I've been around racing most of my life, and I must say I've met some wonderful people over the years. And one race team that I feel epitomizes what racing is all about is Fenton Family Racing from Clearfield, where it's all about fun. For the past 10 years, Fenton Family Racing has enjoyed a great deal of success, primarily in the street stock class. And they are still continuing their winning ways in the steel block late model division with 2 wins at Thunder Mountain Speedway this season. And they've accomplished this out of a modest garage in Clearfield.
We've been using this garage for 10 years now ourselves, and we've been putting 2 or 3 cars working out of it. And it's just been an enjoyment. It's a nice garage that we have here locally. It keeps me close to my family. We're only 2 houses away, so if my wife needs me, I can go up and then run back down and start working on the car again.
Making do with what they have, at times the team will compete against super late models, even though they are at a disadvantage.
Whenever we're headed to a race and we know we're going into a race where we're racing the guys that do it for a living, you do kind of feel like you're taking a knife to a gunfight. But sometimes those win. You know, what I often tell the team is, let's just hope they run out of bullets and our knife ends up being the weapon of choice for the night.
It actually helps us out, even though we're out of this little garage. It makes us better competition for actually whenever we go back to local racing. And I can talk to those bigger guys. I've been to Chubb Frank's shop. I've got to know him. I got to know Boom Briggs, Robbie Blair. Just with all them outlaw guys, it is a knife bringing to a gunfight. It really is, and we know that going into it. It does get a little frustrating because we know we have a better car than what we have taken there in the past. But I mean, it still is. It's a lot of fun to actually race against them guys locally.
While they enjoy having the big dogs in their own backyard, the team does do a great deal of traveling when possible.
When we always did that. We even did that back in the street stock days, even before we won the championships at Central. We have traveled to Winchester, Virginia, and out to Conneaut, Ohio, Raceway 7. And we've been to Sharon and stuff with the late model teams. I mean, we love to travel.
No matter where they are racing, the team never loses focus on their motto. It's all about fun.
It's been the team motto since the team was formed, or actually since an accident that took the life of Denny's cousin in 2001. And it's been the primary focus and the primary motto of the team. If you can't have fun doing it, then it becomes a job or it becomes work. And we all work hard enough. So in all honesty, as the year goes on, each week it gets more difficult. And a lot of times it's harder to stay focused and have fun every time you go out. But we keep that as our motto because that's what it's all about. If we can't enjoy it and bring the people that we love in to enjoy it and then share that with everybody we know, it becomes very difficult. So it'll always be about fun.
Even through adversity, whether it's a mechanical failure or an on-track incident, the team's goal is to always stay positive.
Absolutely. Positive thinking produces positive results. Negative thinking produces negative results. One could get mad and get angry and say, hey, that happened, and get on the pity pot about it, but that doesn't fix anything. You get the car back together, you go back out, and even if you only make 2 or 3 good laps after doing all that work, at least you started the process of putting it back together and feeling better about it. There have been many nights that we've actually just put the car back together to go out and take 2 or 3 laps at the end of the night, just so we could feel good about at least turning some laps.
The Fentons do more than just race. They assisted in getting Hummingbird Speedway back on track, and they do everything possible to promote speedways such as Thunder Mountain.
We do it really for the fans. If they're not there, there's not a place for us to go race. So if we can't help the facilities bring the people to the track, then we're going to be towing and we're going to be traveling a lot further to go race. The circle of friends that we're close with will become much smaller because we won't know so many people, and it won't be such a community events that we have, and it'll be a lot harder for those that like to come watch us to make those trips.
Scott's done a lot of work, you know, kind of off the side, but he's promoted a lot for Clearfield, for the big track, you know, just on his own. And Thunder Mountain, I'll tell you what, you know, he says that place is a little hidden secret, and you know what, it is. And I think Scott has helped and brought that place right along. You know, they're getting cars, and he's out there. He's pounding the pavement. He's trying to get sponsor money in, and which he does, because you can't tell Scott no. So, you know, the guy loves racing, and you know, whatever someone can do for Scott, we do it, because believe me, the favor is always returned with that fella.
Jimmer knows firsthand about the Fentons' generosity. Without their help, Jimmer and his team may not have returned to racing.
Well, it was probably a couple years ago. Scott had come and said, hey, you guys aren't racing. How, what's going on? I said, we really don't have the time, and the money's not there. And Scott said, hey, come over to my place, get a car and a motor, and go race. I mean, these Fentons, they are about as unselfish as it gets. Just good people.
My wife and I are very fortunate. We've been blessed with good quality work. We have the means to help some people, to help some stuff, and we have the means to field a race car and to field pretty good equipment. But we have a lot of spare parts. We have a lot of stuff, and so people know they can come to us and we can help them get back together. If we have it, they're more than welcome to use it. Sometimes it comes back, sometimes it don't, but that's all right. That's all part of the sport. We do give, and in giving it all comes back. And we don't look for anything in return. We do it because that's what we're made of. That was probably a gift that was given to our family, my family, from my mom and dad. We had very little, but everything was open to anybody that needed it. So it's all part of that upbringing and part of that process, Ron, of just making it right for everybody. It's also a gift that my wife and I are teaching our kids also, because we want them to be the same way.
Whether the team is trying to beat you on the track or helping you to get back on the track, one thing is certain.
It's all about fun, Fenton Family Racing.
I like their slogan, it's all about fun. I think some people in the racing community lose sight of that at times, but I know I've had a lot of fun doing this show, but we have to wrap things up. But there's more Pit Pass when we return.